everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show a very interesting tarot deck. This one is a facsimile. This is a facsimile of the Francois Tourcaty, which was in production from about 1734 to 1753. And the interesting thing about this tarot deck is, first of all, it predates the Nicholas Conver in date. Nicholas Conver is around 1760, and this one, although very, very similar to the Nicholas Conver, it's predated. And this deck was donated to the French Bibliothèque Nationale de France, apparently donated by the very famous Paul Marteau, who gave us the very beautiful Ancien Tarot de Marseille, the most ubiquitous Tarot de Marseille in production, in mass production. And the very interesting thing about this particular deck is that the inscriptions on these cards, according to Paul Marteau that is allegedly attributed to none other than Melli Lenormand. I don't know if that can be proved or not, but that is the claim when it was donated. So I'll just go through and show you what this deck looks like. Now this one that I did, it has, I'll tell you about how I made it first of all. It's facsimile, obviously, and I printed it on Verger paper, which is how these decks were originally made, on Verger paper. And it's Verger on the outside, front and back, and thin core. I think it's a 90 GSM core. And then of course I finished it with the traditional soap finish. So it's pretty close to replica as you can get. Now each of these cards have got a particular number on it. And these numbers, when put together in order, create some interesting pattern that you can work with. I have not used it, and some of the writing on it is quite small, quite difficult to read, and of course it's obviously in French. What I had done with this facsimile is, first of all, I extended the borders, because I really don't like it when there's a facsimile where you can see like the aged paper and then there's the white card on the outside. So I did extend it, and even though it's trimmed rather close, it is extended beyond where the white of a standard tarot page would be. Tarot, yeah, you know what I mean. So, and one more thing, there is one card that was missing. It's missing from the original facsimile, which I have reproduced. I think it's the 8 of Swords or 8 of Wands, something like that. I'll come by it. Anyway, let me just show you this, how it looks. Feel free to pause the video at any time if you wish to look at them in more detail. So obviously we have the Magician, which is labeled number 10. Oh, and one more very important thing to note here is that this deck is, I believe that the original woodblocks are, or had been rather defaced, if that's the word to use, in the post-French Revolution. So for example, cards such as that have any religious or reference to a king or queen, the woodblock has actually been chiseled out. So the original title has been removed to make it more, I guess, egalitarian. And even the crowns have been removed. Here you can see part of the crown has been defaced, but definitely the title, the papes, has been chiseled off. Here we can see the Empress. The crown has been chiseled and the title is gone. Same for the Emperor, dethroned. And even the religious symbols such as the cross has been defaced. Cancel culture way back in the early days. So the Pope can see even his what is that thing called, the scepter or something? It's removed, and the title obviously removed. With these cards, I did very little post-production on it. I did sharpen up the lines a bit. I compressed it a little bit, sharpened up the lines so it's a little bit more clear. And it really helped with the with reading the writing. You can see it's a lot clearer than the original. So rather busy card. I left all the patinas and stains and everything on it. I thought it's a very, it looks quite beautiful as it is. And you can see it's very, very similar to the Nicholas Conver. The World card, number 28. I'll put a link in the description of references to this deck and the debates for and against its attribution to Melli Lenormand. I'm honestly not familiar with that system, so I don't have a dog in that fight. Interestingly, it has letters B and A on these cards. I don't know who that's attributed to. I do like the idea of putting letters on there. Number 71. Here you can see where just the Rania Queen has been removed, but they still left the de Paston, but that's been removed. Same with here. These cards have ES. The other one said AB. So I really don't know what's going on here. I'm sure there's a method to it. Number 23. Oh, this is the card that I had to make. This one was missing. The Eight of Swords was missing. So I replicated it, and the missing number was number 19 out of all of these. So I added number 19 on it. That's the only thing. I did not write any text on it because it's I have no idea what the original text would have been, but it is just the number 19 is obviously what was missing. So this card is completely restored. matches the rest of them. You can see it's very, very similar to the Nicholas conver. Like, very, very similar. Number 24. And this is very, rather beautiful. I like the two angels. And it looks like some sort of a alchemical pot or something. Some cauldron, or I have no idea what it is. It looks beautiful. Again, we get to the where the crowns have been removed and the title has been removed. Yeah, excuse me. Here too, title has been removed and the crown has been removed. What is interesting is that even though the wood blocks themselves have been defaced, they did not recut any stencils. They kept the original stencils. So I'm assuming this was done at a very early stage while it was still in production. And no one got around to correcting the stencils. I guess they just didn't bother. And this is card number 1. But I like this effect. And coming to the coins, here we have 35, Francois Tourcaty, Fils Anno, and the date is removed. I have no idea why they would remove the date, but they did. I really like that this card is got a beautiful emblem in here. I think it looks like a phoenix. And it's a beautiful design. I really enjoy cards like this that have some unique history. And more importantly, it's very unique, that has its own writing on it. So you got possibly 2 divinatory systems in one. Again, I will put a link in the description of the online references to this deck, and you can see for yourself what a beautiful deck it is. Well, that's it. Short video, I hope. And thank you very much for watching. And I have a few other facsimiles that I've been working on. I quite enjoy doing facsimiles, so I'll make some videos on those too. Anyway, thank you and have a great day.